Justin Bieber sell his music catalog because he was broke? That's what TMZ claims, and it's wild considering he's reportedly made up to $1 billion over his career. But first, let's take a look at Justin Bieber's viral Coachella 2026 performance. After everything Justin Bieber has been through over the past few years, no one expected him to suddenly become one of the most talked about moments at Coachella again, but that's exactly what happened. Justin Bieber didn't take the stage in a full, polished performance the way fans were used to. Instead, what went viral was something much more unexpected. At Coachella, Justin was seen casually vibing, playing his own music through YouTube, surrounded by friends, and just enjoying the moment. And somehow, that raw, unfiltered energy hit harder than a full concert. What really sent fans into a frenzy was hearing some of his most iconic tracks playing, including Baby and Never Say Never, songs that defined an entire era of pop culture. As those tracks played, people around him were singing along, capturing the moment, and it almost felt like a throwback to the peak of Bieber fever.
Okay, so you guys know that one? Alright, let's keep it going, man. But how far back do you guys go? You guys really go back though, for real, for real?
But in a much more low-key, personal setting. Fans online immediately started reacting, saying this didn't feel like a comeback in the traditional sense, but something more personal, like Justin reconnecting with music on his own terms. And that's what made it so powerful. This wasn't about production, choreography, or headlines, it was about presence. After canceling tours, dealing with Ramsay Hunt syndrome, and stepping away from the spotlight, seeing him relaxed, smiling, and genuinely enjoying his own songs felt like a quiet but meaningful shift. Some fans believe this is the beginning of a real comeback era, while others think it was just a moment. But either way, the internet is watching closely because when Justin Bieber makes even the smallest move, it doesn't stay small for long.
Justin Bieber was the first artist ever to use YouTube to play his songs at Coachella. Not only that, he even recreated his own memes on stage in the smoothest way possible.
These guys just won't leave me alone, bro.
If I talk with you, then I'm standing on business. This is tremendous. I'm gonna keep it standing around my car.
This is a classic. Oh, have you seen it? But this is me walking into a glass door. Oh, yep, there it is again.
People had a lot to say about Justin Bieber and his Coachella moment, and honestly, the internet is completely divided. One person pointed out that Justin no longer owns his old music catalog, saying this performance might actually be strategic, almost like he's investing millions into promoting the music he does own now. Meanwhile, others got emotional, reminding everyone that Justin was literally discovered on YouTube, so seeing him play his music that way felt like a full circle moment, like watching his entire career rewind in real time. But not everyone was impressed. Some critics called the whole thing messy, questioning why there was no proper set list, no production, and why he was even asking the stream what songs to play, saying it felt unprepared and chaotic. Then there were harsher takes comparing him to other artists, saying if Sabrina Carpenter did this, their career would be over.
I've never seen a Coachella performance be this divided. People are literally calling Justin Bieber's set one of the best or worst ones ever. Comes down to all this, a day before, Sabrina Carpenter delivered a full production. I'm talking about multiple sets, big choreography, outfit changes, like she did the absolute most and killed it. Then Justin comes in the next day in a red hoodie. There's one set, no backup dancers, no big production, just him and a laptop. I think that's why people have such drastic opinions about this. I mean, some fans truly loved it. They said it felt personal, real, and a full circle moment. Like him playing covers of his YouTube days where he got discovered to now headlining a stage like this. However, people have not been holding back. People have been calling it lazy and low effort, saying he was basically just playing music videos on stage.
And on the flip side, fans were living for it, with some saying they would only ever go to Coachella if Justin was headlining, and now they finally got that moment. So while some see this as a genius, raw, and nostalgic comeback, others see it as disorganized and confusing, and that's exactly why everyone is talking about it. Let's take a look at other artists reacting to Justin's concert live, like Katy Perry.
These were some celebrities' reactions to Justin Bieber's Coachella set. Let's get into it. Starting off with Zara Larsson. She posted a TikTok with the caption, "It's giving let's smoke and watch YouTube," and she recorded herself reacting to it. She was too stunned to speak. On the other hand, Katy Perry enjoyed it. She was so excited when Baby came on. And made a joke in regards of Justin Bieber scrolling on YouTube. That is so real. Next up is Kylie Jenner. She was gearing up all weekend for this moment. One thing about Kylie is that she's always gonna show up for Justin. That's a true friend. And she also posted an Instagram story of her screaming. The kid Leroy made a post. He says, Bieber Coachella 2026, I love you, thank you for having me. Phineas reposted a story. This Justin Bieber performance healed something in me. I felt it too. Lizzo made a long statement. She says, I watched a pop star who grew up in front of the world fully transcend into his artistry last night. I watched someone who gave us all his whole life finally nourish himself. I have no pictures or videos because I was fully present in the moment. Justin invited us and whoever chose to come with him was blessed with a beautiful ride. When you use your gift for God, it will make people uncomfortable. That's okay because the ones who stick beside you are the ones who feel the love. This was so sweet. Also, the kid Leroy said, best time ever. And finally, Labyrinth said, Justin, I see what you're doing and I love it. Be true, fuck anyone who thinks. What are your thoughts on this?
Let's unpack how someone with that kind of cash ends up facing debts, unpaid taxes, and financial chaos. In December 2022, Justin Bieber sold the rights to his entire music catalog for a reported $200 million to Hypnosis Songs Capital. At the time, it looked like a smart business move. Artists cashing out is nothing new. But according to the TMZ documentary What Happened to Justin Bieber, it wasn't just business. It was survival. TMZ's Harvey Levin dropped a bomb, saying Bieber had to sell because he was broke. That's a heavy claim, especially when Forbes still estimates his net worth around $300 million.
Justin Bieber has sold the rights to his music. Song Management bought Bieber's rights to his entire back catalog. This includes more than 290 titles released before the end of 2021, publishing copyrights and master recordings. Hypnosis didn't share how much it paid Bieber to hand over his music, but in December, Bloomberg said the deal could be around $200 million. And the founder of Hypnosis shared it's among the biggest deals ever made for an artist under the age of 70. And Bieber isn't the only star to sell their rights to Hypnosis. Kenny Chesney, Leonard Cohen, and Justin Timberlake have also recently sold their work to Hypnosis and Blackstone.
So where did things go wrong? It all started with his Justice World Tour in 2022. Bieber canceled it due to health issues, including Ramsay Hunt syndrome, but that's only part of the story. Behind the scenes, things were reportedly falling apart financially. He had taken a $40 million advance for the tour and only gave part of it back. If the tour had gone as planned, he could have made $90 million, but with no tour, no income, and debts piling up, that payday disappeared. Things got worse. According to reports, Bieber owed Scooter Braun over $8.8 million, and Page Six claimed Braun even gave him a personal loan to help cover a $20 million loss from the canceled tour, which is still unpaid. And then there's the spending. Bieber reportedly spent $2 million renovating a tour bus, owns multiple properties across North America, and once dropped $300,000 at Nobu during Coachella. One insider claimed he was burning through cash so fast he couldn't even get approved for a credit card. In late 2024, he was hit with a $380,000 unpaid tax bill on his $16.6 million Coachella mansion. Around the same time, he and Hailey Bieber welcomed their son, Jack Blues, but personal struggles reportedly continued. He has even considered suing his former business managers, believing they mishandled millions, though some say his own spending habits could complicate that case. So yeah, Bieber may still be worth hundreds of millions, but behind the scenes, the financial picture looks a lot more complicated. Reports suggest Justin was paid around $10 million for his Coachella appearance, making him one of the highest-paid performers at the festival. But here's where things get interesting. This wasn't a traditional, high-production comeback with choreography, dancers, and a polished setlist. Instead, Justin delivered a raw, stripped-down experience, even playing his own music through YouTube at times, which left the internet completely divided. Some fans called it genius, saying it felt like a full-circle moment back to where he started, while others criticized it as messy and underwhelming for such a massive paycheck. And when you connect this to the bigger picture, his reported $200 million catalog sale, canceled tours, and financial pressures, it starts to feel like this wasn't just a performance, it was a strategic move. Almost like Justin is reintroducing himself on his own terms while still commanding millions. So the real question is, was this a low-effort set, or a calculated comeback that proves Justin Bieber doesn't have to follow the rules anymore?
where things got even messier. Reports started going around that he was allegedly paid $10 million to perform, which would make him the highest paid Coachella headliner if this was true, more than Beyonce, Lady Gaga, The Weeknd, Ariana Grande, which sparked a bigger conversation about how female artists are putting on these massive high production shows and are still not getting paid the same as their male counterparts that are not doing what they're doing. People have been calling out the double standard, saying that men are allowed to be mediocre while women have to be like everything. I love a big over-the-top dramatic show like Sabrina Carpenter's. I can also appreciate what Justin did here. Like, he really stripped it back. It felt intentional and like him. My hot take is that I like Justin's performance. He gave us the old and new Justin and tried something that was creative and felt like him.
One of the most emotional moments of his Coachella comeback wasn't even on stage. It was happening right in the crowd. Reports reveal that Hailey Bieber was there supporting him the entire time, along with their young son Jack Blues, turning what could have been just another performance into a deeply personal family moment. Hailey was seen cheering, singing along, and even sharing behind-the-scenes glimpses of their son watching his dad rehearse, with little Jack copying her gestures and waving toward the stage. During the performance itself at Coachella, Justin even gave them a heartfelt shout-out mid-song, mentioning both Hailey and their son, which made the crowd erupt. It wasn't just a concert anymore. It felt like a full-circle moment, from a young boy discovered on YouTube to now performing on one of the biggest stages in the world with his own family watching from the sidelines. Fans online called it one of the most genuine and emotional parts of the entire set, with many saying this moment proved that behind all the controversy and criticism, Justin's comeback is as much about his personal life.
Zara Larson, or should I call you Miss Messy Boots, because not you coming through with the shade. She posted this on her story, I think, in regards to Justin Bieber's very low effort Coachella performance, and she wrote, "It's giving let's smoke and watch YouTube." Truer words have never been spoken, because he played in y'all's faces real bad, and then reportedly, he is the highest paid Coachella act to date. He made $10 million from doing this set, am I right? Beyonce would never. In fact, after Zara was done watching whatever Justin Bieber was doing on stage, man, shoot, she streamed Backlash and was like, yep, this is what's happening. And just in case there's any confusion, she did follow up with a story post saying, "You always got something to say. Correct, you're new to this, I'm true to this. Everyone who's been with me for a minute knows I'm a yapper first. I was a blogger and I've had 3 podcasts, LOL, I can't shut up. It's just not in me." Same here, sis, same here. We love an opinionated woman around here that is never afraid to speak her mind, especially when she's right. Somebody in the comment section of my last video said Justin Bieber's performance could have been an email. And now people are drawing comparisons to Rihanna's Super Bowl halftime show, because she was still able to put on a show while she was pregnant for about 15 minutes versus Justin Bieber had a whole hour and then some, I think, at Coachella, and y'all got what y'all got. The only difference is that Rihanna's performance received a lot more criticisms, even though she literally put on a show while pregnant, had choreography, music, lights, backup dancers, and all, versus Justin Bieber got sympathy. And keep in mind that both of them have been through a lot in their careers, and both of them have been in the entertainment industry since they were minors. I wonder if with all this discourse that happened from weekend 1 of Coachella, if Justin Bieber will do a completely different set for weekend 2. Let me know what y'all think down below.
And this is where things get really interesting, because the internet is completely divided on Justin Bieber's Coachella moment. On one side, you have fans calling it emotional, nostalgic, even beautiful, saying it felt like a full-circle moment watching him play songs like Baby and Never Say Never, almost like he was reconnecting with the version of himself that started it all. But on the other side, critics are not holding back. They're calling it low-effort, unprepared, and questioning how a $10 million performance could look so casual, so unstructured, and at times, almost chaotic. And maybe that's exactly why this moment blew up the way it did, because it wasn't perfect. It wasn't polished. It felt real to some, and disappointing to others. So now the question is, was this a powerful comeback on his own terms, or a performance that didn't live up to the hype? I want to hear what you think. Was this emotional and iconic, or just low effort? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're into trending celebrity stories, viral moments, and the real tea behind what's happening in Hollywood, make sure you subscribe to Trending Stories, because trust me, this is just the beginning.